Welcome to the
Hello.
Three Strangers
Hello.
podcast. I'm your host, Ryan,
I'm Nick.
I'm Bill.
and we like to watch scary movies. We also have our great friend, Bren, who is jumping in today as our sound video engineer. Skippy is on a little vacation with his lady friend.
Oh.
Yeah, so he won't
Skipster.
be here tonight. But we have Bren doing it, which Bren told me we gotta link Baba Yetu. So link Baba Yetu down in the description.
All right.
But also, Bren, she streams at Twitch TV at Breadbox TTV. I'll spell it out: BreadBoxTTV. Check her out; she is very funny. Thank you to Sam for the intro music. You're amazing at Ruminant Music, and thank you, Nick, for composing it. It's amazing. I'll just listen to it randomly.
Oh, that's
It's
so
just an
nice.
amazing theme.
That's nice. Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy with all the work that Sam was able to polish it off with. It's fun.
Yeah, he does a great job with stuff like that.
Yeah.
But also, happy Thanksgiving to everyone because
Yeah.
this is the Thanksgiving podcast.
To anyone who's listening in America, to all our international fans, how did you find us?
Yeah. Hey, congrats on finding us.
Yeah.
So I thought, what better way to have a Thanksgiving podcast than to talk about the greatest Thanksgiving horror movie, which is Thankskilling.
The greatest Thanksgiving movie?
I don't know.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, can you think of any other Thanksgiving themed horror movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know,
No.
I think if anybody made a Thanksgiving horror movie, it would automatically be the greatest Thanksgiving horror movie over this one.
Not a lot of effort would be needed.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, for those who don't know, Thankskilling was released in 2008 and was directed by Jordan Downey. And it's about a killer turkey that kills Caucasian people. As he says in the movie, that he kills Caucasians.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I forgot
Movie.
he only kills Caucasian people. I forgot that was one of his limiters. Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
I just want to hear your thoughts about the movie.
Well,
I
don't know if you want to start, Nick. I have a lot to say.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Well, nothing frustrates me more than when a movie is bad, really bad, right? But it doesn't know that it's bad. But one of the advantages of Thanksgiving is that it knows that it's a pretty awful movie. You know, it doesn't pull those punches and try to aspire to a new level. It's no, this is a Thanksgiving themed horror movie about a killer turkey. I think it works in the fact that it's just so it's absurd. You can tell it's really obvious that it was made on a thing, but it's also sort of horror movie tropic, where it's why, what college are they going to that they need to drive so far, and their car, it doesn't need to get fixed, it just needs to cool down overnight. It's so stupid. But I don't know, the whole we can get into it as we talk about the plot, but when he shows up to the one person's house, he's in a disguise, and it's so obvious that he's actually just a turkey. So,
that was
I enjoyed it.
That was where the shit hit the fan, truly, for me. Actually, I don't know. I really don't know. I could say the shit hit the fan right off the bat, but yeah, absurd is a way to put it. Absurd.
I think the thing that I really like about this movie is the fact that it makes fun of horror movies, in the process of it. There's so many different moments that you could tell they're making fun of horror movies. With the research scene, and he's like, "Oh, we've been here forever," and they're like, "Bro, it's only been 5 minutes." Like just like little tiny things like that, like the really terrible disguise that you should be able to tell that like something is up.
Yeah, the self-aware. I loved the self-awareness of that. That might have been the one good part about the movie. One of the best lines was, "It's only been 5." There's a montage of them discovering whatever the intel part of horror movies where they're trying to figure out this turkey killer, and or this killer turkey. That's probably a more accurate way to say it.
Just say it's not turkey killer; it's a killer turkey.
Turkey.
Yeah. But I love, there's this montage. For all who don't know, there's this montage where they're reading and reading and reading, and then it ends and they figure it out. And one of the characters goes, "Oh, finally!" And then, like Ryan said, one of the other characters goes, "It was only 5 minutes." Like that self-awareness is just.
And there's like so many other like points that there's like a self-awareness to the genre. Like you have your like obligatory sex scene.
that was ridiculous. I almost forgot to turn it off. I definitely had to pause. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
I was so mad.
Honestly, I think we should just go through the movie.
Yeah, let's just get right into this
start to finish. So we will say, although we've already spoiled a few things, that we're gonna have a spoiler warning.
Sorry.
We're having an explicit content warning. There's a lot of cursing, there's a lot of body parts, you know. There's just a lot happening. So I have my summary up on Wikipedia. So I'm just gonna read through it, you know. Well, after every sentence, you know, we could talk a little bit. If we need a little bit more, I'll talk a little bit longer, but here we go. At the first Thanksgiving in 1621, a topless pilgrim is slain with a tomahawk wielded by an evil demonic turkey, which quips, "Nice tits, bitch."
Okay. That's all we need. That's all we need.
If that didn't set the tone of the rest of the movie, I don't know what would.
No.
It's so funny. It's so funny because it doesn't really explain why is he evil. I know there's Thanksgiving 2 and 3. Does that go into his origin? I don't know if you've seen.
Well, they like kind of talk about it in the movie about how like he was made by this like chief,
right?
In response to like them dying and being like taken, like their land taken.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oddly woke film.
I don't know if you guys caught on to this, but they're during this flashback sequence when they're explaining the origin and the you know, where it came from, and it, you know, the turkey was apparently being hunted or whatever, and they were hanging stuff up on a rack to cook it. One of the things on the rack was just a penis.
I did not realize.
Nobody got onto that. It was like corn, rabbit, hanging penis and balls, turkey. It was just.
I believe you. I kind of don't want to.
Oh my God. And you know, I'm gonna say my probably one and only good thing about the movie right here, like of an actual, like this is a good thing about the movie. During the intro credits, the song kind of slaps.
Yes,
I'm not even gonna lie.
Yes,
good.
The music is good. Yeah,
like that. The music was probably the best part about it. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But all right, definitely. Here we go. We have our intro music after. You know, we just skip this. The movie just opens up with just areola and titty.
Yeah, It opens up with a woman's breast, and it's a pilgrim's breast.
Yeah,
which is so weird.
And it's like, why is it open?
It's like that. First of all, that probably didn't happen. Just throwing that out there. And then, so I don't know if you guys know this. You know, some might say, "Wow, how dehumanizing to have that woman be on camera and have that be the first shot, and it's her screaming and being tied to a tree, I think, or something, or against a tree.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at the credits show the actors in order of appearance. The actress's name was Wanda Lust.
I did notice that.
Yeah. So
wait a second.
I was like, that can't be a real. Oh.
Yep.
That makes it better.
That makes it.
Something.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. So you can to verify. If you type in Wanda Lust to a Google search bar and look up film credits, you will see Thanksgiving 1, 2, and 3.
Wow.
One more adult film. It doesn't have a cover, but you can tell right off by the title where else you might find Wanda Lust on the internet.
Make sure you private browser it.
Yeah.
I gotta get my my foreign movie Wanda Lust Criterion collection now. She did so good as
Topless Pilgrim.
Topless Pilgrim to get killed.
Oh, but all right. So centuries later, 5 college students, Good Girl Kristen, Jock Johnny, Ditzy Allie, Redneck Billy, and Nerdy Darren head home to Kralberg, formerly Crawberg, for Thanksgiving with their families. After Kristen calls her father, the local sheriff, the car overheats, forcing the quintet to camp out for the night.
Okay.
I have to. First off, when we are introduced to these characters, right off the bat, they are jock stereotypes, popular girl stereotypes, dumb girl stereotype, dumb blonde stereotype, nerdy stereotype. It's just
this is cabin in the woods, Ryan.
It kind of was. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. And then they're all psyched. Thanksgiving break. Like, fuck yes! Fuck yeah! No one in anyone's entire life has ever actually seriously said that.
The redneck rips open his shirt.
Yeah. Wait, okay, what's the name of the nerdy guy?
Darren.
Darren. I like Darren. Because he has that one part where he's in the car and he's like, these are all the things I'm gonna do over thanks. I want to say Thanksgiving break. And he's like, I'm gonna have sex with someone in this car. It's just there's only so many options in that car, and it's just I don't know. He instantly stood out to me for that.
Yeah, I like the build up too. It's like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have sex. I'm gonna have sex with someone in this car.
So I love how before that he was like, let's say something we're thankful for.
That was what's it? We should take okay. What are you thankful for, Ryan? What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for starting this podcast.
Oh,
Wow.
So precious. All right, what about you? What about you?
Having sex with one of you guys during Thanksgiving break.
Oh gosh. What about you? What about you, Nick?
I am thankful for streaming services that gave us access to this wonderful movie and have been very fulfilling during the time of pandemics.
I am very thankful for shitty horror movies, of which there are so many, and it seems like an undying genre. Thank goodness, because I don't know what we'd do without them. But that's what I'm thankful for.
It makes us thankful for really good movies or even just average
Yeah.
horror movies.
Even just average movies.
There's so many
Movies are so great.
So before we go on
Mhm.
to our next part of this story, I would just like to mention the sheriff quick.
Okay, continue.
Why is there just a scene of him just saying the coffee tastes like shit? Did you take a dump in it? And she's like, well, I sure did. She shows the coffee and there's just shit in the coffee.
It's so funny because I swear that scene happens, and then he calls up the girl in the car, whichever girl it is, the blonde girl.
Yeah, his daughter.
And then she's like, yeah, I hope to see you, honey, at the Thanksgiving ball tonight. Your mom is leaving me.
By the way, your stepmom left me.
It's such economical storytelling. I love it. I love it. It's brilliant.
Never addressed again.
Yeah, she's gone. She's out of the movie. I swear. Did she ever show up again?
She's just gone.
I guess when you shit in someone's coffee, there's really no coming back from that. Really no path to redemption for you.
It was my favorite character of the movie. Like, I can't even lie. He was just his lines were so funny. Because he was such a bad actor too.
He was terrible.
Like, I just remember later on the movie when he's going through the mail and he's like, Bills. Oh my god. But all right. Okay. So they set up camp because the car overheats.
Makes no sense.
As they're setting up, Darren tells the settler-era folktale of Feathercloud, a Native American shaman who was dishonored by hedonistic pilgrim Chuck Langston, one of Billy's ancestors. The outraged Feathercloud used necromancy to create Turkey, who is said to appear every 505 years to slaughter all Caucasians he encounters.
Okay, I think I really like. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is there a Nightmare on Elm Street movie where Freddy gets pissed on? Does that happen? Like he gets like a dog pees on Freddy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That does happen, right?
Yeah.
Because that's all I could think about when the dog was peeing on the totem.
Yeah. Because that's how it gets acted. They don't really explain that that's every 505 years he comes back, but first he has to get peed on by an animal.
Yeah.
And that's what does it.
Specifically on the totem.
Specifically on it.
Such specific requirements to summon Turkey. He's
But
so powerful.
You guys got ahead of me because the next sentence is elsewhere. A dog owned by a hermit named Oscar urinates on a miniature totem pole, desecrating it and releasing Turkey prematurely and urinating on him as well.
Okay. I remember thinking about that because wasn't there some offhand line where it's like, oh, it will be 550 years from then, like 40 minutes from now? They like said something weird, like where like, and I'm like, but he's already out, so that explains it.
Yeah.
So he got released.
Yeah.
He got released like an hour early
because he got peed on.
God, poor Turkey.
Oh my god, he says something too when he's released. He's like, oh, I'm getting pissed on. I'm pissed off or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
But all right, so angry, Turkey kills the dog, prompting Oscar to swear vengeance as Turkey runs off and scares Kristen. Because Kristen goes off to call her father, the sheriff, and is like, there's no such thing as an evil turkey. There's no such thing as an evil turkey. And then Turkey goes, there's no such thing as an evil turkey. Oh, wait, I am one. The lines in this movie are so painful.
Oh my
but
god.
So funny.
It's so like some of the acting in this movie. It's like you think they're acting bad on purpose, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that would make them really good actors because it's so fucking awful that they're doing a really good job of being really bad actors. But I don't think that it's all intentional. But they definitely know they're in a bad movie. I don't know. It's so funny. There's a lot you could say about it, you know?
I will say I forgot to say my favorite line of the movie that was said, although this joke gets repeated like 20 times in this movie.
What is
When
this?
the girl Allie,
Oh.
when they were singing about how much of a hoe she is, and Kristen just goes, "Your legs are hard." Open the shut in case. And they repeat this joke like 5 times in the movie. Like, what do they have against John Benet Ramsey?
They really
I
want to
mean,
appeal.
I didn't even think about it. I was just like, oh yeah, that's funny.
Because I remember they say that line. I was like, that was actually really funny. Like, that's a funny joke. But then they repeat it again. I'm like, wait, did they just repeat their joke? And then they say it again. But, okay.
Classic.
So, Kristen tells the others about her run-in with Turkey, but they laugh off her story until a baby rabbit, which appears to have been pecked to death, is thrown into their campfire. And I love how the kid's just like, oh, it looks like it was ripped open by a beak, but not just any beak, a turkey beak. Oh, there's just so many terrible lines in this movie.
Oh yeah.
But here we go. Here's where shit really starts to hit the fan.
Mhm.
The next day, Turkey flags down the vehicle, and when the driver sexually propositions him, Turkey responds by shooting the man in the head and hijacking his car.
Oh yeah.
I just remember him opening the door and the driver just being ass, gas, or grass. And he's like, well, I don't have any gas. And he's like, ass it is. And he zips it. Oh my god. That was the part where I was like, what am I watching right now? Like, before that, I was like, okay, this is just a bad horror movie. It got to there, it was like, what is happening?
Like, Turkey is like a mix of Freddy Krueger, but also like
A turkey?
he's not as funny as Freddy Krueger. But it's like a person doing a Freddy Krueger impression, and that's Turkey.
That's a really accurate representation of Turkey.
My bitch. Like, it's so stupid. I love it. I think it's brilliant, though. I just want to say, I'm totally with this movie. Everything that they're putting down, I'm eating up. I love it.
Like it's Thanksgiving.
Like it's Thanksgiving. I knew you were gonna say something. Ah!
Oh, and also they don't mention this in the summary, but Billy wakes up with the hermit Oscar protecting. He's like, well, I'm your guardian angel. And he was like, the turkey went after you. Look, he shit on you. Turkey shit on him. He was gonna peck your eyes out.
Once again, I'm right there. I
don't know if you guys know this, but throughout the movie, Oscar's bandana gets lower and lower on his head as the movie goes on.
No, I didn't notice that.
By the
Why?
end of the movie, his bandana is covering his eyes.
It's supposed to be symbolic.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, what symbolism did you pick up from that, Mr. Nick?
He's blinded by the end of it by all the he's supposed to be what the audience is doing by the end of the film. You don't want to see anymore.
Right. You're right.
I like it.
That's why I'm here at this podcast.
Also, with the thing with him killing the guy in the car when he said ass, gas, or grass. He makes him call his daughter up before he shoots him in the head. Just they threw that in. It got really dark for a second.
It was pretty dark. That is pretty dark.
I didn't even think about that.
That is, yeah.
Turkey isn't a lovable slasher. He's out to cause pain. Well, we can get more into that later. I don't know if you want to follow the summary or whatever.
Oh yeah, 100%. But all right. So next, by nightfall, the students reach their respective homes, and while Johnny tries to reconnect with his estranged father, Turkey attacks him. Johnny's parents are killed, but he escapes and rejoins his friends with the exception of Allie, who is having sex with her boyfriend, Greg. I would just like to mention that at this point is the second time they make the JonBenet Ramsey joke.
Yeah.
Like, her legs are harder to close than the JonBenet Ramsey case is the quote.
Oh my god.
My thing is, what? Okay, is it ever established? Does Turkey? Okay, so we know this. Turkey hates all white people. That's established.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm.
Does Turkey specifically hate these people? He does because of Billy, right?
Yes.
Because his ancestral, his
right?
ancestral connection. But
yeah,
man, does Billy really suffer much in this movie? Yeah, I guess. I thought it was so. Yeah, he has his painful end, but I was just thinking because he preemptively kills the jock. What's the jock's name? I forget. The names are
parents?
Johnny. The names are so unimportant.
Yeah.
So forgettable. So Johnny's mom gets killed preemptively before anything, off screen, and then when he's lying about being a star football player, which is the stupidest thing to lie about ever. Then that's when Turkey strikes and slits his father's throat right in front of him.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Quarterback. That's right. He's got Johnny is filled with this they're trying to create a narrative within Johnny's characterization that he's this quarterback who needs to learn how to change things up when things don't go according to the plan, and then he just fails.
Johnny's whole character is just making really bad football puns.
And before we go on, Ryan, you stopped at the. Meanwhile, they're having sex upstairs.
Yeah.
But then, what happens is the turkey kills the guy who's on top.
I'm cringing.
And because the girl is faced away from him, she doesn't realize that after this guy dies, the turkey takes over.
No, she does. Like, she realizes a little bit because remember they have the blood spill and it goes on her back and she's like, "You really didn't finish this early."
Oh God.
And then Turkey goes in there, starts hitting it from behind. And she turns around after he finishes and is like, "Oh," and he just goes, "You just got stuffed."
I think all of cinematic history.
It's one of the grossest things I've ever been on film.
All of cinematic history has led up to that gag.
I absolutely hated when Greg got his throat slit and you saw the blood look really stringy land on her back. It made me so uncomfortable.
It's just I thought it was gonna go a different route. It was gonna be the classic you have sex in a horror movie and you die, which they did, which they totally did. But it was not no, you are bad for having sex. It's no, I'm just gonna kill you. It's so weird. This movie's so weird.
It is.
At least Jason has some standards, I guess.
Yeah, at least
Just a little
I
standard.
feel like, all right, I'll let you finish.
Yeah, that's brutal.
How?
Jason's like, I'll wait.
Yeah, he waits until after they finish. He's like, bet. But like, how big is Turkey that she didn't feel a difference?
He's packing meat, I guess. Literally.
He is pack.
Literally. That's Turkey.
I guess we could say he failed No Nut November.
Holy shice. That's
Oh my God.
This entire movie is such a fever dream.
I mean, yeah, these jokes we're making, they seem absurd if you've never seen the movie. But when you watch the movie, if we agreed to watch this, we have to like succumb to it. Like, we have to like bad choice of word, but like we have to like settle into this.
Yeah, if you fight against Thankskilling, you have a bad time.
Yeah, you have to embrace it.
You have to accept it.
You have to accept it for what it is.
It's so sad.
Like honestly, like I had fun watching it.
Yeah,
it was fun.
There's really not a dull moment in the movie, because in a lot of like funny bad horror movies, there's the part where you're like, okay, like come on, like let's get to something funny. With this, it felt like everything was happening at once. It would have like a kind of slow, but like the slow was funny. So like I never felt like, although I will say it's only like 70 minutes, but it started to feel a little bit long towards the end.
Yeah. It's only 70 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah. It felt like an hour 45. That's crazy. Okay, that's a shock.
Yeah, so Turkey walks in on the lovers, slits Greg's throat, and rapes Allie before snapping her neck.
Jesus.
So, after finding Allie's remains, the students decide to go to Kristen's house to see if her father has any books about Turkey in his library. Oh yeah, because remember, they want to have the Google research scene, and instead of being like, oh, it's Thanksgiving, the library won't be open, they're like, man, it's like 8 o'clock, the library won't be open now.
No, my favorite part in that has to when they realize like, oh, what do we do? And the first thing is the nerd says, "Oh fuck, Billy, we go to the library."
Oh. Very aware. Very.
Oh my God.
I recall. Doesn't like somebody said like we have to look up books on turkeyology. Is that true?
He says,
yeah, they do say that.
Books on turkeyology.
Mm.
And I'm very sorry, but I skipped one joke that they made in there. Is that Johnny comes out with a condom wrapper and says that it's an extra small gravy flavored condom. And Billy goes, "Son of a bitch." It felt like a Wicker Man with Nicolas Cage waking up from the dream within the dream and just going, "God damn it!" It had that same energy to it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But yeah, so they have to find a book on turkeyology to figure out how to kill Turkey. So Turkey beats them there. And it skips a whole... Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. Okay. It's a little bit out of order. So it says Turkey beats them there, tricking Kristen's father, who is dressed as a turkey for an upcoming pageant, to letting him in by wearing Groucho glasses.
That wasn't... Hold on, that wasn't... I mean, the turkey shows up by putting on a disguise. The classic glasses, nose, and mustache. The father, dressed already as a turkey, is somehow convinced that turkey is now the date for his daughter to the ball.
It looks so...
It's so messed up because he calls him... Well, he calls him a little person, but like the derogatory term for a little person.
Oh my God.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
I like how that's the real
horror of the movie.
that's the real horror of the movie.
Like they
Number
draw
one.
the line. They're like, Caucasians need to die, but we will not say the derogatory term for little people, and we will say the derogatory term for bisexual,
Oh
for
yeah,
homosexual
of
people.
course. I remember
Yeah.
the biggest thing I remember from this whole disguise scene is that the sheriff says something when Turkey's going to leave, like, "Oh, what an odd duck," and then that is what puts Turkey over the edge. Okay, Turkey is like. He is like a destroying angel. He just does whatever he wants, and like he judges people based on like the smallest things that they're deemed to die. You called me a duck? Oh no, I've had it. Like he's just like, so stupid.
That's
He's like,
it.
that crosses the line. It's so stupid. I love it. Naturally.
Well, as they wait for Kristen, Turkey and the sheriff share an awkward snack, which ends with Turkey murdering the sheriff after he mistakes him for a duck.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
That scene was so funny for no reason though. Just like them sitting at the table and the turkey just like drinking from the little tiny cup. Oh. But okay, so next, Kristen and her friends arrive and are allowed in by Turkey, who has donned the sheriff's severed face as a disguise.
That is a fucked up sequence.
It works.
It works somehow. He uses the dad's face skin and puts it over his beak, and somehow the fact that it's such a tiny face that it's about like this big. But he kept the mustache from the Oh my god.
Yeah. And somehow
the girl's like, Daddy! Gives oh my god. And I love though how they like try to describe something from like how they try to make fun of horror movies where he's like, what book are you looking for? And they're like, oh, I forgot what they say. It's like something for a project or something like that. And he's the one character, the nerd's like, why didn't you tell your dad? And he was like, oh, because he wouldn't understand, like he wouldn't get it. An evil turkey who would believe that. And it's like you feel that in so many horror movies that there's always the character that's like, oh yeah, no, you're lying, or like in The Mist, they don't believe it. Although you know,
the experience
freaking Mist. But yeah, so that happens. Oh, I read that. Okay. Darren finds a book about Turkey, and it mentions he could be killed if his magic talisman is removed. Though the rest of the passage about how to destroy him is written in code, and it's just a bunch of random like math equations.
Code. It's not like an ancient language. It's math.
505 years ago, somebody wrote down in a book equations that somehow told you how to kill him, word for word. Yep.
Well, you know what? Then it gives the nerd Darren a moment to shine. You know,
it does. That was his moment.
That was his moment.
So after that, I feel like there was nothing else of importance in that scene. Oh, except for Billy wanting to eat and about him being hungry. And they're like, how are you hungry at a time like this? And
him discovering the body.
Yep. He discovers the sheriff. So he discovers Turkey disposing of the sheriff's body. And while he and the others succeed in getting the talisman, Turkey gets away.
Horrible.
Yeah, I just remember him putting Turkey in a headlock.
Yeah, to get his talisman. Yeah, it was brutal. It was brutal.
Yeah.
I can't remember if he had any funny lines there. I feel like it was just him, just like Yeah, so he runs away. Billy storms off while Darren cracks the code in the book, discovering that turkey must be burned at the stake after a demonic prayer is said backwards. And they love how they're like, oh, why can't it be easy? But yeah,
Never again.
nothing important there. Oh, Kristen and Johnny share a moment where they're about to kiss, but Darren cock blocks them. But outside, Turkey magically enters Billy's body and shoots his way out.
Oh,
Billy
yeah.
dies in Darren's arms as they reminisce about the good times they had together.
Oh man, this was an emotional turn that no one expected.
I was not ready for a music video there.
No.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
them playing hide and seek. And oh my gosh, yeah.
Them playing hide and seek, him singing. He's like, best Billy.
Best friend. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it wasn't just like it was a music video and a song written just for them.
Yep. Oh my god. And it goes on for so long. It's such a long sequence.
Yeah, it's like several minutes, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. They must have thought they were so funny. Because they are.
I can't even lie. It was pretty funny at first. But as it kept on going, I was like, okay, come on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were sharing the ice cream together.
Yeah, they really committed to that bit. That was funny.
They did.
Yeah, they did.
You know, I have to say, it looked like the actors had a lot of fun. So for that, like, you know, at least it wasn't like, it didn't look like it was a horrible production. Like, it looked like they had fun doing it.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, I hope came out of this movie, it's like it was a fun time for everyone involved. Because
it was a fun time for everyone involved. I'm so grateful for this opportunity that I got.
So Darren, Kristen, and Johnny track Turkey to his teepee where he's preparing a salad and say the prayer. But as they prepare to burn him, he runs outside and is shot in the head by Oscar. Just so random, Oscar being there. Like, how do you know he was there?
Yeah.
But I just love the fact that Turkey's just chilling in his little teepee, just on the side of the road, just preparing a salad, listening to classical music.
Everything about this is so just ironic because it's like the turkey making the salad, and the way that the turkey kills humans is he eats humans. Instead of, you know, humans eating turkey like they do on Thanksgiving, it switches.
Yeah.
but then yes, finishes off with a salad because, you know, health.
Exactly. Yeah. Good for turkey.
And they say a line about it too. They're like, "Are you making a salad?" or something. But
yeah.
There we go. Oscar leaves, and the others go to Kristen's house, unaware that the dumpster Turkey was blasted into contains radioactive waste, which reanimates him.
Okay. Right away.
I love how during that scene, we hear Johnny go, "Man, well, I don't think he could come back unless he fell into some radioactive waste."
Such like...
And then he does.
I was so glad that there's radioactive waste in this dumpster. Yep. I was like, what's the chances of that happening, number one? And then number two, I'm glad that instead of horrific radiation burns, we're in B-movie land. So Turkey gets a major power increase.
He does. He leveled up at that very moment.
He gets buff.
He evolved.
Yeah.
That was his mega evolution.
Yeah.
He's glowing and everything.
So, believing that Turkey is dead, the surviving teens go back to Kristen. They're just repeating that. While Johnny and Kristen admit their feelings for each other and then have sex on the floor.
Oh, God.
Darren awkwardly goes to the kitchen to get a snack. There, Turkey rips Darren's tongue and heart out and stabs Johnny with an electric knife. Just, there's so much that happens.
Holding.
Yeah, he's like, oh my God. There's just I love when they show the turkey flying towards Darren and like kill him. But the best part about that scene is Darren seeing Billy and he's like, "Come on, man, come to heaven. There's no turkeys in heaven. Come on, Darren, come to the light." I don't know why, but when I was watching it, I just saw you, Bill, just in that scene, just talking to me.
There's no turkeys in heaven. This movie is so surreal. It's really such a mind fuck.
Okay,
Oh my god.
I think right before that, I mean, there's on the couch. Darren is on the couch with the couple.
Naturally.
Right before the sexual tension increases dramatically. Was it Johnny? He goes, "You know what? I think there's a good thing in all of this. See, I may have lost my parents,
Yeah.
but I earned a girlfriend."
I have to chalk it up that he's still bitter about the whole star football thing. I have to chalk it up.
He's like, I may be the second string quarterback for the Triton still. I may have lost both of my parents, and you may have lost your sheriff and your mom because they're getting a divorce, but at least we're dating now. Oh.
And that's what does it. That's what sparks them to have sex on the floor in front of Darren, and then Darren goes, "Oh, I guess I'll go."
See, Darren was so creepy that I thought he might have asked to join in for a second. I was really afraid that he was going to ask to join in.
Yeah.
Oh. But all right, we only have a little bit more, and then I'm gonna read to you some of the lines from the movie.
Oh, we're gonna have a ranking of the lines. Or...
I've got some fun facts for you guys too. I found 5 fun facts about Thankskilling.
Oh, I also have a fun fact about it. But all right, let's finish this, baby. So Kristen slaps Turkey, and oh yeah, she just smacks him.
Yeah, it's like a back. No, it's the front end. Yeah.
But Kristen slaps Turkey and runs to a house-like shack. Turkey has chased her, but Kristen sets Turkey on fire with an aerosol flamethrower, and while he burns to death, Johnny dies from the electric carver stab.
Love it.
Kristen grabs a pipe and knocks him into a pile of wood. Oscar congratulates her, and she eats Turkey's legs. Later, at a family's Thanksgiving dinner, the cooked turkey comes to life, and in Turkey's voice, yells, "Do I smell a sequel, biatch?" And that's Thankskilling.
Mm-hmm.
And she has like 3 different like how at the end of horror movies there's always like that one badass line that they give like our main character.
Yeah.
They like make her have like 3 of them.
Yeah.
Having to relive Thankskilling via this summary has really deepened my appreciation for this film. If anything, I would say in my mind, horror movies that make fun of horror movie tropes, Scream,
Yes.
A House, Cabin in the Woods, Thankskilling. Thankskilling is a god among them all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you guys agree with that?
I don't know if I can agree. I can't agree with that heartily. When there's a movie like Scream out there,
I don't know. I think you're underestimating Thankskilling. Maybe.
So a random fact that I love about this movie is the fact that there's a musical adaptation.
Yes. According to Broadway World, it went forward in 2017, I believe.
I'll be taking my leave now. Okay.
Yeah.
Do I really want to be around for this? Are you guys gonna play? Are you guys gonna play something from it?
Because of copyright, no.
Oh, okay. My goodness.
Yeah.
Yep. there's a musical adaptation of it. But let's hear your fun facts, Nick.
So that was one of my fun facts, but I'll give you some other ones. So this one's called "What's in a Name." Before arriving on Thanksgiving, creators Jordan Downey and Kevin Stewart were toying around with another holiday slasher that's set during Easter, which they entitled "Extravakill."
Okay.
Good.
Wow.
All right.
Get back to work, guys. We need it.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is crazy. I don't know. I heard that this movie was made for $3,500. Is that true?
That's
you guys verify that? They brag. They brag about it.
100.
I wonder how many people work for free. Turkey looks pretty good. I mean, you know,
for a budget of $3,500, Turkey does look pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, objectively speaking.
There's also no reports on how much it grossed.
I think I'm gonna assume it's not very much money. I mean, it's become such of a thing in of itself that it probably I'm sure it made its money back by
it made its money back.
You know?
Yeah, that would be the question. Did it make its money back? And if somebody knows, please let us know.
Yeah, comment below.
We need to figure this out.
Jordan Downey, if you're watching this video, please let us know. Did you make your money back?
What are Jordan Downey's credit for the movie? He's director.
He's director.
Writer.
I think he's also a writer. I'm not sure.
But he's also Turkey. Right? He's the voice of Turkey?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's an insane amount of credits. I mean, that's one way to save money, I guess, you know?
It is one way. Here's another fun fact. There were no shots below the belt. The feet or lower half of the turkey puppet were never shown on camera. Special effects budget was only a few $100, so they could only do so much.
I like seeing a character below the waist is considered a special effect for this movie.
They're coming up with everything. They're like, nope, special effects budget.
No.
Here's your $300. Go crazy, kids. Oh my god.
Go crazy, kid. Yeah. Absolutely. Just wonderful. A wonderful shot of work. You know, that makes me, but as soon as the first scene when we get introduced to the characters, I knew how I felt about this movie. And my way to describe it was just, this was the only way I was thinking. So it's shot like it's Zoe 101. Except it's the actual high schoolers in Zoe 101 that are filming and writing. They are so enthusiastic about this project.
You know, wow. My mind is like touched the void.
That's it.
Wow.
Brilliant. I guess it's always the question, like, what compels people to make a movie like this? Like, I guess there's been other Halloween or you know, holiday themed movies, horror movies, but oh man, what a premise! You know, I love it.
Honestly, like, it has to be love of the genre. Because you could tell that there is an appreciation and love to it, that they're making jokes about it and we're getting it and understanding it, you know?
Yeah.
So I'd say they probably make it because they love the genre so much.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for some quotes from this movie?
Yes.
I'm so ready. I love this.
I completely forgot some of these. So this one's the conversation between Darren and the killer turkey. Darren says, "Looks like I got something you don't, turkey." And the killer turkey says, "What's that, Darren? A vagina?"
Why did he say that?
when he takes the talisman, I think.
Oh, okay. No, I do remember that. That's.
I think there's a whole point in the movie of Turkey just calling Darren gay.
Subplot.
But there's that, we've already said a lot of them, like gobble gobble mother effer.
Yeah.
You
That's the
just got
tagline.
stuffed.
There's a theory that slogan was made before the movie ever like took before the beginning steps of the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which sounds like a joke, but then again, so does the movie.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot this one. Do you guys remember Allie in the beginning when she like pulls up her shirt and it's like showing her boobs?
Yes, of course.
Oh.
So Kristen says, "Pull your shirt down, honey. It's Thanksgiving, not Titsgiving."
Yeah.
I like that the DVD cover to this film says boobs in the first minute. Or the first second, excuse me. Whoa!
That's how it starts.
First thing.
It is how it starts.
First thing. There is nothing else to see except those.
Areola.
So like, except areola. Yeah, no, that's the first thing because it zooms out and it's just like your first anyone's reaction would be like what? Yeah,
that was my exact reaction. I was like, what?
I watched it at 11:30 in the morning. This was not what I was anticipating.
11:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that was the wrong time to watch something so ridiculous.
That's strange.
Yeah.
Just I don't know. This movie is a masterpiece. I'm not sure what it's a masterpiece of, but whatever it's setting out to do here, immensely successful. Putting down, I'm accepting everything that this movie's given out. I love it. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Ryan, it seems like you have some choice words to say right now.
Honestly, there's so many thoughts I have. I mean, it's a movie. Let's just start with that.
Yeah, let's get that.
Wow.
Established.
Honestly, I had so much fun watching it. I can't even lie. Like it's funny because if you look at like reviews, I mean, one person says it's a comedy horror movie, but even the humor is awful. But like
I'd say the horror is awful.
Yeah, because like the comedy I thought was probably the best part of it. Like I think there is a lot of good comedy in it.
Like, it is stupid comedy. Like it's the type of comedy that you settle with in a horror movie that's bad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like there's literally a line. There's so many different lines. I mean, I'm just gonna read off a few. Johnny, he's dying. He just says, "I wish I could call a timeout." Kristen, after she runs into Turkey, she says, "I guess I was just a little freaked out." There's so. Oh yeah, Johnny, he's dead unless he fell into some radioactive waste. But what are the odds of that happening? And Kristen says, "Don't be silly. That only happens in movies." Like, there's so many lines like that. Johnny going, "Mom, you know me and Papa don't talk anymore. Ever since I got put at second string quarterback, he hasn't even wanted to talk to me." Like, so many stupid lines. It feels like we're watching a Will Ferrell comedy that just doesn't have a well thought out plot.
Yeah.
Like, something with those types of movies, you have to, like, the plot has to be solid. Like, Step Brothers, you have to have that relationship between the stepbrothers set up.
Yeah.
It's stupid comedy, but you have to have that.
Mm-hmm.
Talladega Nights, you have to set up Ricky Bobby being this NASCAR driver who's like very, like full of himself. Like there's stuff you have to set up.
Mm-hmm.
This movie, it does a decent job at trying to do that. Like it sets up a killer turkey. It sets up our stupid characters. There's parts of it that's like I don't want to say this could have been like an actual good horror movie because in no world would this ever have been a good
No.
horror movie.
No.
But it does a good enough job with the comedy that it tries to present in its movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think goes beyond that expectation a little bit.
Yeah, like you're walking into a bad horror movie, but it's a very good bad horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it doesn't take itself seriously ever, which is a real credit to it, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although sometimes when a movie takes itself too seriously and it's a bad horror movie, it makes it 10 times funnier.
So much funnier.
Like
Yeah.
I automatically think of Truth or Dare.
Oh, Truth or Dare. Yeah.
The Wicker Man. Like
Oh my gosh.
all those. I mean, this movie did this. You know what? Right now, I'm putting it on the funny bad horror ranking list, and I'm gonna put it. Ooh, ooh. Is it better than the Ginger Dead Man? Is the question I'm at right here.
It's a good question. It's a good question to have.
Have you guys seen the Ginger Dead Man?
Not all of it.
Parts. Yeah, I've seen parts as well. Yeah.
Okay, that's definitely one we have to watch. It's super, super funny. It's Gary Busey, like as the Ginger Dead Man. You know what? I'm gonna put it below Ginger Dead Man for now
Okay.
because I could always change it. So it's hitting number 4 on the list.
Really?
My question to the viewers would be: what is the greatest comedy horror movie you've ever seen?
Yeah.
And where?
What would you say?
Yeah. What would you say? And where would Thankskilling rank on your list?
I think for me, funniest like a funny bad. Like if we're going like they're going full on like horror comedy like type style. I love The Cabin in the Woods. And not for funny bad, sorry, for horror comedy.
Yeah.
I love The Cabin in the Woods.
I have to
It's a
rewatch
good
that one.
choice. Yeah.
Just so many different funny scenes within it, like all the creatures, just the big red button that says System Purge.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
There just so many little moments like that. When what's his name? The Harbinger, when he's talking to the one character down below and he has him on speakerphone, he's like, "Let their blood crop the evilness of the world." And am I on speakerphone? Just great movies.
Yeah.
All right, so in terms of a funny bad horror movie, I'm gonna have to give this movie a 9 out of 10.
Wow.
I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
Wow. I'm gonna. You know what? It was given a 4.2 by IMDb.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna give it an 8.4.
All right.
On the comedy horror.
Now you're looking for me. You're looking for me. A perfect 10. No, I'm just kidding. Absolutely not. There is no way. Thankskilling would have to get quite a few reduxes in director's cut to reach a perfect 10. I agree with Ryan's ranking, like right around there. Like it's good for what it is. I don't know. It's missing something though. Maybe it could stand to take itself more seriously at times. The horror could have been improved upon, but that like you just need money for that. You know, you just need money
right
to make a movie look better. You know,
Yeah.
that's not really too much of a problem on their part. You know, well,
Like for me, if I had a 10 out of 10 funny bad horror movies, it's Truth or Dare and The Wicker Man.
Really?
Are my 10 out of 10s.
The Wicker Man. I don't know if Truth or Dare would be up there for me, but The Wicker Man I'd agree with.
Wicker Man is so funny. It's so funny because it's literally one of my favorite movies. Just because of how terrible it is.
Oh man.
Like I watched that movie out of enjoyment.
That's good, Ryan. That's good.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm glad you're spending your time in meaningful ways. What? No, I don't know. The Wicker Man's great. Have you guys seen a lot of like Nick Cage movies in general? Would you say? Have you guys like seen quite a bit of stuff?
Yeah.
Really? I've seen The Vampire Diaries. Or no, wait. No, the Vampire Diaries. Wrong. I have my one episode slip up. Comes at the very end. What is the name of the Nick Cage movie where he's turning into a vampire? What is that called? Is that called Vampire in New York?
No.
Vampire in Manhattan?
You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like this is quantity. To become a vampire? Just type in Nick Cage. I can do it really quick.
Vampire's Kiss?
I think it's Vampire's Kiss.
Is it the one where yes, Vampire's Kiss.
Yep.
Vampire Kiss. I thought it was called something different. But yeah. There's a lot of funny
comedy
horrible parts of that movie. Holy moly. It's
Nicolas Cage just isn't in a lot of good things.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate that
like I love the guy. He's so funny. Like he really is very funny.
Yeah.
But like one of the best things that he's recently been in, I would say, is Color Out of Space.
I want to see that movie so bad. Can we? I feel bad because I feel like I only like watch like whenever I'm watching horror movies, pretty much like nowadays it's for here. We should do that. We should do that sometime soon. You said it was pretty good, right, Ryan?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It's not the best horror movie that you're gonna say, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
Like I'd compare it to We Are Still Here.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I compare they both get similar ratings for me.
On your big scale.
Yeah. Which we'll have to talk about that. And it's actually good that we're not talking about it in this episode because the episode that's airing next week is when we talk about it. Like when I mention it. So the week after that, we could talk about it. So we could discuss what we'll talk about for that episode then. But yeah. Any final thoughts on Thankskilling, bad horror movies, anything like that?
All right, this is my final thoughts on Thankskilling. If Thankskilling has 1 million fans, I am one of them. If Thankskilling has 1,000 fans, I am one of them. If Thankskilling has 1 fan, there I am. Completely won over. I didn't think it was going to be as funny as it is. I'm there. Maybe you're in line with me, Ryan. Nick doesn't seem too convinced.
No, but I think what I would want to say is, don't watch it at 11:30 in the morning.
That's such a weird time to watch a horror movie. It's such like a clean, like stoic viewing experience, like full daylight. like it was down when you were down south, right?
Yeah.
So there's probably nice daylight and everything, and you're just like, what?
Yeah.
Watch
it with friends, and it's a good time. It's a good time. Thanksgiving might be a better time than actual Thanksgiving dinner with your family that you may or may not have awkward tension with.
Wow, that's true.
But if you're asking me, that's what I think.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'd say it's very funny if you're gonna watch it with friends. I mean, I was able to watch it with friends, so like it was a funny experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very cringy. Like I think I cringed maybe 1 or 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
It's just funny bad, like pure funny bad. So if you love that type of comedy stuff like that, definitely recommend it. Mm-hmm. It's on Amazon Prime. That's the only place that I know where it is. So if you don't have Amazon Prime, you have to, don't buy it. It's not worth buying it. Watch it free.
I had to
watch it on Voodoo, actually.
Oh, you watched it on Voodoo?
I did. For free.
Really? I had to ask.
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
I had to ask my friend to use his Amazon Prime account.
Oh.
He asked me what I was watching, and way too embarrassed to admit what I actually had to watch. I think I said like I don't know, like the Great British Bake Off or something. I mean, I'm like some joke, which I love, by the way.
Well, he's gonna go into his history. He's gonna see that you want.
No! Okay, guys, we gotta end it here. I got something.
Bill,
Yeah, things
so it's gonna be suggested to him. Because my friend, as soon as we watched it, what got suggested was Llamageddon, Pan Man, Obama Land.
What?
Oh God!
Oh, the Velocipaster. Derogatory term for little people, zombie takeover.
Oh yes, I've actually that one I've heard of.
Yeah, he's gonna get suggested that.
So now the algorithm that I put onto my friend's Amazon Prime is just that he's just a man of extreme culture.
Yes.
When it comes to his viewing experiences, that's good.
You could be like, man, I was watching the Great British Bake Off, and I don't know, all this got suggested.
Yeah, it's so weird.
That's good. Yeah.
I'm thankful for hopefully being able to delete history off of people's things. I'll probably just have to come clean. It's not too embarrassing. I'd be much more embarrassed watching Obama win.
It'd be like it was for the podcast.
Podcast, yeah.
There we go.
All right, so thank you everyone for watching. Thank you again to Bren for being our audio video engineer. Like I said, she streams on Twitch at BreadboxTTV. That's BreadBoxTTV. Thank you to Sam for producing our intro, and thank you to Nick for composing it. Thank you both to you guys for being here doing this podcast. I absolutely love doing it. Hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Me too. Yeah, you too. Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hopefully you don't take any unexpected road trips that end in disaster for no reason.
A killer turkey coming after you because it's been 505 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Do not watch Thankskilling with anyone in your family, and do not watch it with grandma.
Don't watch it with grandma. I agree.
Do not watch it during daylight hours.
Next podcast, we're talking about the Conjuring universe. So that's do we actually really talk about the Conjuring universe in it? I think we just make fun of it and try to step away from it.
Never was it so easy to get so off topic.
Yeah.
Well, I was immediately shut down when you guys didn't want to admit that Annabelle Creation was the best one. I instantly had a hissy fit.
Annabelle Creation is not the best one.
That's it. I'm done. Right?
That's it.
But yeah, be on the lookout for more podcasts. We're getting some guests soon, so we're gonna have some good old fun guests. Yeah. I know Sam said that he is down to guest.
Wow.
Yep, I have a couple in mind as well.
We would love to also have you on. I know you said about horror series, so if we talk about that, we are gonna throw you in on here. But yeah, thank you again to everyone for watching this podcast, and don't forget, don't talk to strangers. Goodbye, everyone.
See ya.